So I've been living out of a laptop backpack for the past 10 years, and I made a few viral videos about this, and one question I get asked a lot is what happens if the bag with everything I own is stolen? Well, now we find out. Had a few too many drinks at a bar, wasn't paying attention to the bag, and someone took it. I have everything that was in my pockets, but I lost literally everything else, like my laptop, my passport, my jacket, everything. This isn't the first time someone has tried to rob me, but this is the first time I haven't been able to chase them down and get my stuff back. The thief found the AirTags and disabled my MacBook tracking, so they were pretty smart. Now I gotta replace everything. On the bright side, I can use this as an excuse to upgrade all of my gear, and it's a good stress test for the integrity of this lifestyle. For my new bag, I'm sticking with Air because I've used them for many years, and they are able to hook me up with the new version of the same bag I had before. By the way, I use bags that are around 10 liters, but for other people I always recommend 20 liters. I'm just good at packing. Next is my laptop. I had prepared for this exact scenario years ago, so it only took 10 minutes to download all the contents of my previous laptop from the cloud to the new one, even my browser tabs. For my power bank, I needed 20,000 milliamp hours, 40 watts, dual USB-C, and after testing a bunch of brands, I found the perfect one. My new wall charger was slightly harder to choose. It came down to these three, and I ended up going with this one. My old DOP kit was apparently discontinued 6 years ago, so I ended up replacing it with this fancy Bellroy pencil case. I also added a new iPad, charging stuff, and replaced all of the small items like my sketchbook, pens, sunglasses, and AirTags. Replacing a stolen passport is a little bit more difficult though. First I gotta fly to California to grab my birth certificate. Alright, I just submitted my birth certificate to the Department of State, so if all goes well, I'll get it back in a few weeks, along with a new passport. Technically, I could have done this in New York without all the hassle, but then I would have had to send in my ID, and I didn't want to do that, because that would mean I couldn't travel at all. Alright, back to New York. I was really worried about replacing my jacket since right now it can only be bought in Japan, but a friend who was visiting Osaka was able to grab one for me. My running shorts were discontinued, so I pulled Instagram for the best all-in-one shorts, and it was unanimously these. I then replaced my missing base layers, my swim trunks, and the rest of the random small things. Got my new passport just in time for a flight to Mexico this week, which means I'm finally back to my full kit. Honestly, this is a fun experience. I don't mind my bag getting stolen as long as it's only once every decade, but I think I'll add a few more security measures so next time it's not so easy for the thief.